Now, I tried my hand in the use of force simulator at the Georgia Public Safety Training Center. The video from the simulations are not real, however, they could be difficult for some people to watch.
2.8 seconds. That's all the time an officer gets to respond to a life-threatening situation. To see just how intense that could feel, I decided to put myself in an officer's boots and step into a shooting simulator.
They've got to get to the point where it's instinctive, so we don't have a lot of time to put thought in what we do. We've got to respond accordingly.
This simulator tests just how well potential officers respond. It conveys real-life situations officers get into. And trust me, it was not easy. We went through multiple scenarios. I did not survive most of them. After one simulation, I could not even recall basic details.
Did you see anybody else get shot?
I don't remember. And training officer Marty Smith says that's a normal reaction in a high-stress situation.
The only reason we ever use force to somebody is stop the conduct, stop the threat.
This is one of just many parts of training potential officers must master before ever putting on a badge. And not all recruits make it through, but trainers say that's a good thing.
I want to make sure the people that we are putting out there to protect people's property and lives and protect their constitutional rights are people qualified to do the job.
Current officers are also required to take training, and it's something that could save their life and their badge.
It's a puzzle. You train them on the law, you train them on at the range, the fundamentals of shooting, you train them on scenarios, and it's repetitive.
You may recognize this officer. He graduated from the academy nearly a decade ago. That's Officer Randall Hancock. He was the first of 2 officers involved in a shooting here in Valdosta this year. Investigators say he was ambushed by a gunman while responding to a call in July. In a previous interview with me, Hancock recalled how quickly the shooting happened.
In the corner of my vision, I noticed a blur from him, like spinning toward me, and then he shot.
And how his training helped.
Training just kicked in. It's a constant thing.
Just months after Hancock was ambushed, Valdosta saw a second officer-involved shooting, this time with Officer Alyssa Shirey. The GBI says Shirey shot at a suspect that was lunging at her with a knife.
An officer who did everything in her power to avoid shooting someone, but that was part of the training.
Childress says both officers had one of the most important pieces of training: time.
The more you do it, the more relaxed you get at it, and the more you learn how to talk to people.
Chief Childress says one thing about their training is very clear. It helped keep them alive.
That constant training that we give these officers helped him.
It takes at least a year for officers to go through training before they ever sit in a patrol car. Potential officers are also trained on other weapons like tasers as well. In Valdosta, Caitlin Chastain, WALB News 10.